And I guess we're on.
We're on. We're live. Live.
Yeah, we're
Live.
on. We're
Live.
live. Episode 1, season 1, episode 1.
Test one. Test one of many ones. This is what. What do they call when they're trying to start a show, and
The
it's like
pilot.
there you go, the pilot episode
This is the
of Lucha Outsiders.
yeah, the Lucha Outsider show. Los. Then we got to get
Los,
Primos.
los, los.
So basically what we're going to do, my name is Leo. I'm the chef from Lucha, and you got to introduce yourself, homie.
My name is Mario, Mr. Rated R. Usually the drunk guy at the barbecues of Lucy Manor show.
The guy with
Best way
Bumblebee.
to put it. Yeah, the guy with Bumblebee, black version.
All right,
Whoa,
hold
whoa,
on.
whoa,
So,
whoa.
whoa. Hold on. So I'm gonna send something, and again, this is just a pilot, so we're messing around with this. I'm gonna send it to the Lu Jimenez chat. See who wants to come in and
Cool.
commentate. Hold on.
Cool.
So basically, tell the people what we're gonna go through. A little bit of actually, let's do this. Tell them about you, man. Where you come from.
All right. So, I'm from Jersey. I'm Spanish. I'll say I'm a mutt. I like to leave people guessing, what's my background. And I'm a diehard wrestling fan. So, when I met you, Leo, the chef,
Yeah.
somehow we found a connection in wrestling. And we decided, hey, why don't we do a show? There's no show out there that really breaks it down so much from a fan's perspective. There are shows out there, but they're from known people. You got Sam Roberts, you got Peter Rosenberg, you got all these guys, but they're
Mm-hmm.
known.
Yeah.
Fans' perspective, that we're at the end of the day, we're nobodies.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're the outsiders, right?
Yep, the outsiders that know the ends of the business.
I'll be Kevin Nash.
And I guess, yeah, I'll be Razor Ramon. Of course. I'll be the drug addict.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Oh man.
Nah,
Okay.
but he's in good shape now, man. I met him back in I think July, or was it June?
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody decides to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see pictures of me and the outsiders. But nah, he's in good shape, man. I know he's had a couple of fallouts,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a drink here or two, but he's a lot better compared to how he was before.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's a man, bro.
Did you get a chance to watch the resurrection of Jake the Snake?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something.
Did you
Even
cry?
if you're not a wrestling, no, I didn't cry. I didn't cry. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I
Hmm.
recommend people to watch that documentary.
Yeah.
It's a good doc. It's a real good doc.
Yeah, well, and the good thing about it too is not only it's the resurrection of Jake the Snake, it's also it talks about Razor Ramon too, about Scott Hall, because halfway
Oh
through
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing, it actually pulls him in too, because he was going through some things there.
Gone through it a lot. Yo, I'm telling you, there's no reason why Dallas Page should not be in the Hall of Fame next year.
Oh yeah,
There's no reason whatsoever.
yeah, and funny story, I actually went to 30, like I've told you, I've been to WrestleMania 30,
Hmm.
and to me that was the best class, hands down. If you remember, it was the Ultimate Warrior. I think it was
Yes.
Lita too. Mr. T,
Razor Ramon.
thanking his mama, Miss Razor Ramon too, and
Hmm.
Carlos Colon too. For all the
Yeah, that's
put
right.
yeah,
We saw the return of Carlito on TV, man.
yeah. That was that
I'm a big Carlito fan, bro.
yeah,
Big
and
Carlito fan.
funny about that weekend, I actually got a chance to Epico and Primo, they were doing Los Luchadors, right, or Los Matadors.
The Matadors, yeah, with
Yeah,
El Torito.
yeah, there you go. The guy was Mexican. He was cool as hell. He's like, qué chido con tu pierna.
It kind of looks like him. It kind of looks like him. It
Hell
kind of
yeah.
looks like him.
No, so I come up, so I'm in my wheelchair because I have my leg broken, right? And, when I broke my kneecap, so I'm in a wheelchair, and the dudes that I'm with.
How did you break your kneecap?
So I was playing soccer, right? Six
Put you in
six.
the figure four?
Nah,
Or
I
put you in the
wish,
figure
man, I
four? No
wish.
sharpshooter? No sharpshooter. All right.
No, but it was the same amount of torque that supuestamente the figure four is supposed to hurt you, because what I did was plant my foot and then turn my whole body to the right, and my foot didn't go anywhere. So basically the kneecap up around my thigh, all messed up. But the good thing to that was that I was in a cast and I was in a wheelchair. And have you ever been
So
to
you
an?
got the easy access to all these events because they
Yes,
see this guy and he's
yes,
handicapped. We
yes,
feel bad for this guy. He's in a
yes,
wheelchair. Give him easy access.
yes.
That's
So
why next year for WrestleMania, I'm gonna purposely break my arm
no,
or
no, no,
something
no, no,
so I
no,
can
because
get easy
no,
access too.
boludo, espera. Si te rompe el brazo, right? Podés caminar, so te van a hacer parar en la línea. Hacete que te rompe una
True.
pierna y venís en un
Hmm.
wheelchair y entras mejor. ¿Me entendés? So
I could
basically,
easily just sit on a wheelchair and
yeah, no,
just
no,
act
but
like
like,
inválido.
you know, yeah. So back to my
It's
story.
fucked up, but
No, no, but the thing was, I wasn't planning to do it. It just worked out that way. So, so we get down there. First of all, we were gonna drive down, and when we decided to do all this, I'll drive everywhere. You know this. You're a truck driver. We'll drive everywhere. Um,
Mhm.
so they were like, "Oh, you're gonna?" I was like, "I'll drive down to New Orleans. I'll go ahead and do it." So what ended up happening was, I broke my leg. I got off from work, so I got like disability for like 4 months, which was awesome because I got to watch a whole
Oh, that
bunch of
sounds
wrestling.
amazing.
The only
That
messed up
sounds
thing,
amazing.
the only messed up thing is 2 days after I broke my leg, my PlayStation broke. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was asked out. So, but again, I didn't plan it this way. So what we ended up doing was like, okay, we can't
Yep.
fly because the dudes that I was with, they're like 5'10", like 450. Like you remember Rosie, Roman Reigns' brother?
3 minute warning?
Yeah, yeah,
3 minute
yeah, like
warning?
that, bro. Like
Rosie and Jamal, aka
yeah,
Umaga?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they were there are still that large. So, but anyway, so we were like, okay, can we fly down? But in order for us to fly down, I couldn't sit anywhere because I needed my leg to be straight. So now figure I'm 6'6", you have at least 4 feet of cast, at least. So we're like, we can't fly first class, so let's just go ahead and take a train. So we went on Amtrak. We got the train tickets, 26 hours, dude, from Newark Penn Station down to WrestleMania, to Louisiana, New Orleans. So we went down there
26 hours.
26 hours, bro. 26 hours.
Was there a bathroom, a bed, something?
Yeah, yeah. So big ass story, right? So we're in the actual train, right? And they're like, they come around, and I don't know if you've ever been on the Amtrak train, but like the long ones. And they're like, okay, you guys can come in at like 8 o'clock. You want to make reservations? You guys can go to dinner. Now again, 6'6", 300, 5'10", 400, basically. Um,
A
we
lot of sweat, a lot of hotness, a lot of just
bro, you've
a lot
ever
of man heat.
you
A lot
you
of man heat.
you remember those like little chairs they used to have in like elementary school, like where they had the chair and like the swing around thing.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was about the size of the booth that they wanted the three of us to sit. I look at them and I'm like, I can fit. And they're like, you sure? I was like, yeah, but I think that's about it because now my foot's gonna go all over to the other side, right? So, so we're like,
Right.
okay, can we get this stuff to go? Anyway, so we make it down there, and there was mad stories in between. There was some lady that got kicked out the house and everything. It was very interesting turn of events, right? Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have some good stories? Take a train to Louisiana for 26 hours. You're gonna have some really good
And
stories.
that's just stories just getting over there.
Oh, yeah,
That's not
just-
including stories when you're there.
Oh no, just getting over there, man. Just getting. So, going back to the wrestling part, right? So, we get to the hotel. Now I've been in crutches. I got hurt in March. This was April 1st. So 30 days I was in crutches. It was good. So we get to the hotel, and I'm like, it's gonna be good. I can do the whole crutches thing to go because we had tickets to Access. We had tickets to WrestleCon, which is usually across the street.
Yep.
So we're like, if we get a wheelchair, I can kind of sit down because I had to sit down from time to time. So
Okay.
we get the wheelchair from the hotel, and they were really helpful. Hey, do you want us to change the room? And I was like, no, we're okay. We're able to make it. So the year before WrestleMania was here in the New York area, right?
Yes, I went to that one.
Okay, so
I
they
didn't.
went
I regret not doing
the
any
wheelchair.
indies or anything. Just went to Mania and that's it.
Well, you know what? I went to WrestleCon, and there's some good stories there too. But I think if you go to Access, and then pick one guy that you want to see at WrestleCon. One of the like a Kurt Angle when I was there was there. The Dudley Boys were there. Um, MVP was there. MVP was cool as hell, man.
Hmm.
I got an MVP story for later because I'm still trying to get to the
Nice,
Epico
nice, nice,
and
nice.
Primo. So,
I know.
uh, so so we have the access tickets. We go ahead and we find an Uber to take us. They take us over there. We sit down. Now I didn't have an idea to say, you know what, hey, I want to go do this. I want to go ahead and I want to get to the front of the line, basically. So the guys
Okay.
had gone to WrestleMania the year before, and they only got like 4 people that they
Hmm.
got, their signatures and everything. So I was like, hey, whatever, hey, you guys can get in line. Like, I'll
Okay.
wait. I'm okay. I just want to see a couple of people. I wanted to see Wade Barrett because I heard he was a soccer fan. I wanted to meet.
And there you
Yeah,
sold because of that.
yeah,
Hmm.
dude, that one back there, the Argentina jersey. I have the picture with
Yes.
Wade Barrett, like two prize fighters, like in front of each
Yeah,
other,
that's
because
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You
because
showed
the
me. You
dude
showed
the
me. You
dude was
showed me.
wearing the England shirt, and like my inner soccer
Hmm.
fan came out, so he's walking with his security. I'm like, take that shit off. He turns around, he goes, "Come make me." So
Come make me.
hell yeah. So so again, I'm trying to get back to Epico. Let me get there. So so we get there and everything, and one of my boys had tickets, like that extra access that they sell to go see Hulk Hogan, because he's got
Okay.
the belt, like the $400 belt, the really good ones, that my wife will never let me buy, but hey, he's got them. But
I mean,
yeah, that one, nigga.
yeah. I mean, those. You talking about things right here?
Bro, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got that I
I'm
know of.
chilling, man. Listen, I'm chilling.
Uh, so
At least
so
I don't have kids that I know of. That I
yeah,
know
yeah.
of.
Oh, yeah, I know. Shit, I got 4 that I know of, but after that, I
Hmm.
don't know. But so we get down there, and again, we weren't planning to get to the front of the line. So his brother and I, so the dude went to see Hulk Hogan and everything. So his brother and I were like, hey, what do we do? So we get in. I was like, yo, just push and we'll kind of figure our way out. So we walk in,
Okay.
and I'm like, hey, there's Mean Gene and what was the announcer's name? Finkel, Howard Finkel. So they were off to the side, and we're like, oh, let's go see them. We'll wait in line. The line's not that long. So as soon as we're pulling up, the lady with the little headset goes, oh, no, come this way. We're like, oh, shit. Like, VIP?
Oh, you
What?
was in there. You already knew it. You knew it. You knew you was in, bro.
we,
You knew you was in.
bro, you Broadway, when they come up to you, bro, when they get up from their
Hmm.
chair and they come to you and like, oh, hey, how are you? What happened? What happened to your leg? I was like, oh, I heard it playing
Felt
soccer.
the love. You felt the love. Everybody was doing the job to you because you was in a
Shit.
wheelchair.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. They were giving me the rub, and they were putting me over,
They
putting
were
me
getting.
over.
They were giving you the rub. They were giving you the rub.
So
I jobbed out. There, I'm telling you, there was some kid in line waiting. They're like, I wish I was in a
yeah,
wheelchair.
that fat motherfucker gets to go in front of me. So
Oh my god,
so we
you
we we
definitely
do.
pissed some Cena fans off, bro.
Oh shit. I actually got in line to see Roman Reigns, and the lady that took the picture fucked up on the picture, so she took some
I want to
hazy ass
throw up.
pictures.
Hold on, this was Reigns in the Shield? No, Reigns wasn't in the Shield.
Yes,
That's
he
when he faced
was.
Lesnar, right?
No, he was in the Shield.
30. That was 30.
Yeah,
I think at
30. He was
31.
in the Shield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in the Shield. That's when he. That's when he was cool because he didn't talk.
Yeah. So I asked him about his tattoo, and he was like, "Yeah, I got like 35 hours on it." And I know you're a tattoo guy, and so am I. And I was like, "Yo, that's some shit, man. Hell yeah." So again, I'm trying to get back to
Yeah.
Epico, man. Let me get over there, man. So
And listen, this is the first episode, so if it sucks, if the episode sucks, we have an excuse because this is the first episode.
yeah.
It's the pilot. It's the pilot.
for Lucha Underground.
It's a pilot. Any mistakes we want.
Yeah. So
If we go off track and not even talk about wrestling, it's okay because it's just the first episode.
yeah. No, we're gonna talk about Raw and Clash of Champions.
And
Forget that. Let's
it
talk
looks
about
like
30.
we're just shooting the shit. We're just shooting the shit, but it's good, man. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Hell yeah. So so we end up going, right? So we meet a couple of guys and they're like, "Oh, do you want to go meet the Matadors?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to go meet them because you know us wrestling fans, we know that they're playing a gimmick, you know that they're these Spanish guys, you know."
Spaniards
Yes,
guys.
españoles. But ultimately,
Mhm.
we know it's it's Primo and yeah, it's Primo and Epico, you know.
And
So
a midget. Don't forget the midget.
hell
Don't
yeah,
forget the
yeah.
midget.
So I get up
Hmm.
to meet them, right? Now, of course, what I like to do is when I and I speak both Spanish and English very fluently. I think I do a pretty good job. Um,
Believe me, you're great at it. All right, you put me to shame. You're great at it.
well,
I have Spanglish, and I'm rough with Spanglish at that.
so what I like to do, like if I go to meet somebody in sales or if anything, right? I'm like, okay, you know, if I'm with somebody like my boss, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna speak Spanish now, just to give them the heads up, you know, kind of common courtesy and everything. So I tell the dudes that I'm with, I was, here, I'm gonna speak Spanish to them. So it was we got there like 7 o'clock and like 7:30 they have the guys coming out. So it was like 8:05 when we got to see them, right? So
Okay.
they're yawning, like we're waiting in line and they're yawning, like trying to catch their breath, like they have their big ass cup of coffee and everything. So again, they get up and come to us. So when they get up and come to us, they start speaking to the dudes that are with me, and I start speaking Spanish to them, right? So they're like, "Oh, what happened? Whatever, whatever." And I'm telling them, "Yeah, you know, I got hurt playing soccer." So El Torito, right?
Hmm.
I'm never gonna forget that. He
Which
goes,
was probably which was probably up to your kneecap. Let's be honest. If
"Well,
you were standing up.
I was sitting down, and I was still taller than he was." So kind of reminds me of a girlfriend I used to have in high school, but we're not gonna get into
Oh my!
that.
Obviously, this show's not gonna be PG.
No. We can do a couple of stories, man. It's all right. So, I remember it's her.
What is it? Lucha Outsiders After Dark. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, right. To the paid subscribers.
Yeah, for the paid subscribers. Yo, we need the money. We need the money.
Yeah, right. I needed to get some of those stuff back here.
And I needed more to invest in this crap.
To fill up that wall
Like I
even
don't have
more.
enough.
So,
And off topic, I got the world and ECW titles. I just need the WWE.
now
Back
which
in
one
the
though?
day, the Wing Eagle belt.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Wing Eagle belt. The Wing Eagle belt. That's the one I
Hmm.
want.
Now,
Michaels used to have that one.
now you know we're gonna go off topic a lot.
Uh huh.
So what were your thoughts on? Remember when they started to do on the world titles, like the custom world titles, like where The Rock would have his, you know, with like the Brahma Bull, and then you had Stone Cold with like the Burning Skull. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. The Austin one, I didn't mind that much. I didn't mind it that much,
Mm-hmm.
but I just hate the whole gimmicky titles. Like, if you win a world title,
Uh-huh.
like with whether it was the world title, change the nameplate. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. You know, like if Edge won it, it was Edge. If whoever
Yeah.
won it,
Yeah.
they put their name on it. And now with the doing with the WWE title, they changed like the plates, like
Yeah. The side plates.
the side plates. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. But don't give like. There's no reason why John Cena should have had his own title. That belt was horrendous.
The spinner bell.
The title was ugly and it was too gimmicky. And it didn't even say champion on it. It said champ.
Because the champ is here.
And and listen, and and it's fucked up because they stuck it to CM Punk. Because notice, the dude had the title for 307 days,
Yeah.
right? A little bit
Mm-hmm.
over a year. The second The Rock beats him, title design.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You couldn't give it to the guy that's held the title over a year? The Rock. Come
Well,
on, man.
I think at that point they were getting tired of everything that was going on with him.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that has to be, and it's funny because and again off topic, Backlash where they did that whole Ziggler Miz the beginning of the match.
That was a shot at Punk, bro. That was
Yeah,
a shot
yeah.
at Punk.
So, and of course,
Mhm.
all the Facebook pages and all these pages that we go to, um, they picked up on it right away, man. I'm pretty sure if you're on Twitter,
Absolutely.
yeah,
You clearly saw it.
yeah,
You know what? When it comes to CM Punk, like he gets a lot of flack, and maybe he should have done things a lot differently. But
Hmm.
people need to understand that if it wasn't for CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, guys like AJ Styles,
Yeah,
Nakamura, Samoa Joe,
yeah.
Bobby Roode, all these guys would not be in the WWE right now.
No, not at all. No, and they wouldn't even be given a shot, which is the
No,
biggest thing. It's basically for them to get a shot. So hold on, you reminded me something. Um, so about a month ago, I saw something come up on my feed, and they were talking about, and I think I shared it with you a little bit. Who are the Triple H guys and who are the Vince guys?
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Now, if you're in wrestling, you know who the Vince McMahon prototype is. It's that John Cena. It's the Lex Luger. Where they're pushing them down our
Batista,
throats. Yeah.
Roman
so
Reigns.
so I'm gonna give you the name, um,
Hmm.
and then you let me know what you think they are. So
Oh,
we'll do that.
absolutely.
Okay. So if
Absolutely.
and this one's easy, right? Braun
Hmm.
Strowman.
That's Vince.
That's a Vince guy.
Clearly Vince. That's of course.
So what I was
Talk and he can't wrestle and he's muscular. It's Vince.
he's a Paul Heyman guy.
You know what's crazy?
Uh-huh.
Before he used to be always Paul Heyman guys. Like this guy's a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a Paul Heyman guy. Now is you're a Triple H guy.
Yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
like you're a Triple H guy.
So let me bring somebody else to you. Brock Lesnar.
Vince.
Yep. He's the Vince guy.
Hmm.
He's an attraction, kind of
Vince.
like Andre the Giant was at his point. So you have Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. The draw there is that he's trying to get a monster heel to face Brock at WrestleMania. Is what I read.
But the dude can't wrestle, man.
I know, but he's still that monster heel. He's still that Vince guy. So basically, what this list was doing was showing you the power struggle. Because now I'm gonna give it away, and I'm gonna give you two names that are Triple H guys.
Hmm.
Okay, so you have Finn Balor and Seth Rollins.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
You could say Kevin Owens is a Triple H guy, also. Not even besides what happened on TV, but you
hmm
could tell he's a Triple H guy.
would you sign that? Because he's on the list.
Would I what?
Would you sign that? Would you say that Kevin Owens is a Triple H guy?
Absolutely, the Triple H guy.
He's he had enough confidence in him to keep him with his indie look. And you actually made me listen to the Jericho podcast
Oh man,
with Kevin Owens.
podcast. And what did he say on the podcast?
He was saying about when he came in, he bought a singlet and he wanted to have that
He was
wrestler
gonna
look.
become somebody completely different. And then Enzo looked at him and was like, "What are you doing? That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
you." And it wasn't him. And it wouldn't work, bro. It would
Mhm.
not work.
No, no, no. So and it's funny because he was also talking about the first time he got like what the t-shirts were gonna look like and what his ring look was gonna look like. It was just shorts and a cut off t-shirt. So
Him,
so
man.
yeah, so now you have Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins, Triple H guys. Eva Marie.
Vince.
Yeah.
that's, that's, that's Vince, man.
They're bad.
Listen, don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
The girl's gorgeous. Don't get
Yes.
me wrong. She is gorgeous.
Yes.
But they talk and she's horrible in the ring, man.
I think they're pushing her more for her role on Total Divas.
Total divas.
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched Total Divas. My wife is a fan of Total Divas. Um,
I'm not
and-
surprised. I am not surprised. You know, a lot of women, right, that think that wrestling is this, wrestling that, for whatever reason, they like the
Mhm.
show Total Divas.
Of course. because what that does, Mario, it actually brings wrestling and reality TV, two things that everybody likes, but they don't say that they like. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Hmm.
they're
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So it basically puts everything together, and you're like, hey, this is what we have, and we like Total Divas, and we like wrestling. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and but they won't get the network though. They'll watch it on E.
That's what I usually say to like when I start dating a female or
Uh-huh.
whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you're into wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm into wrestling. You should watch Total Divas." And they're like, "You trust me." And then the second they watch Total Divas, they're like, "Okay, I want to go to a wrestling show with you."
Hmm.
Every time. Next thing you know, she'll be wearing a Bullet Club shirt right next to me.
Bullet Club or
Sweet.
Ballad Club now?
See, Balor Club can only work if Finn Balor turns heel. That's the only way
Yes.
it would work.
Yes.
It can't be a face stable.
No, and even though they will try to push it off like that, that's why they're doing the whole baby face and when he was down in hey, my wife know I was talking about her. Uh, she just texted me. So,
Like, what are you doing? You better not be.
are you
Better not
recording?
be doing any other stuff.
So, but hey, maybe she'll jump on and see what we're doing. But so so basically, yeah, and that's why I think they kept him as a baby face. But I think, yeah, when he comes back, he's definitely going to be a heel because that's the only way. And they teased at it at SummerSlam.
He could listen. He's a great heel because if you go back to some of his New Japan stuff, he's an amazing heel.
Yeah,
He could play the heel part.
yeah, yeah. We're definitely gonna need to do this on your desktop because you just cut out for like 3 seconds there. But again, it's
Oh
the
my god!
pilot.
Now we sound like the Wavine show.
So hold on. So, so let me get through
Shout
this
outs to
list again.
Wavine though. Shout
Yeah,
outs to Wavine.
hell yeah. So we're gonna go through this list here, and then we'll go back to my Epico and Torito story. Because we're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Bailey, Sasha Banks, Triple H girls.
Absolutely, Triple H girls.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, which is your boy.
Of course, my boy Nakamura, man.
That's why I stay quiet.
You said something. You said something right now. You said Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this idea at you when it comes to him. Because
Mhm.
if you look at him right now, he has really no character, no gimmick. He's amazing in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He utilized him much. They haven't done much with him. You know what? How they can make a lot of money off of that dude
Uh-huh.
if he was to start using his gimmick from the indies, El Generico.
El Generico, yeah, dude. That's how
If
I
he
knew him.
listen, that's how I knew him too.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
his battles with Kevin Steen, all the matches he's had in PWG, in the Indies, Ring of Honor. Listen, if he was to bring that gimmick, because I'm pretty sure he owns that gimmick. If he was to bring that gimmick into the WWE, you know how much merchandise that he would make, bro?
Yeah, but I don't know if
Big off him.
the WWE wants to own everything that they do. And I'm looking now
Yo,
because I'm
but
actually
it's
sharing
like,
this on Facebook. So
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But yo, they can make money off the dude. You know how many kids are gonna want to buy that mask?
well, and that's the thing too. So we're both Luis Jimenez fans, and we were there
Absolutely.
about a week ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to Aldo. So and
Okay,
Aldo
okay.
said, "Hey, I had a guy come to one of my shows, and he had a shirt on with a mask on the chest. Now we're both wrestling guys, so we know exactly where it's from, right?
Lucha Underground.
There you go. So I kind of explained it to him and everything.
We're such marks. We're such marks, man. Have you kept up with Lucha Underground at all this season or not?
No. And my wife is actually looking at us now. So hi, babe. She
Hi.
actually took out she took out our cable, our files, right? So all we have right now is just internet because we got Cody, right?
Absolutely. You can find it on there.
Yeah, so I have that old wrestling app on Cody. I just haven't had a chance to
Oh,
actually
hold on. Do
go.
you hear that?
Yeah, were you gonna
Okay.
call, text?
Yep, I was gonna call that was the Kevin Owens theme song. Hold on, let me text this person.
You gotta let them know that we're on, man.
It's, I'm recording live. Oh,
Send them the link. Send them the link.
I'm about to right now.
Hell yeah. Hey, we got we got four, like six people watching. So hey, I'll take it. And just to let
Hey
you
man,
know,
yo,
uh,
for our first episode, that's not bad.
yeah, man. Hey, we got another one. 7. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I should put. Is there any way I could put this on Facebook, on my Facebook?
um. Yeah. Well, what I did was so that then we all know, right? So I took the link and I went to my where is it? Right there. And I went
Okay.
to my Facebook and I just copied the link that I sent to you, and then I hit share.
Okay.
Okay. So what it does is now you're the people that go through your feed, they see the screenshot of you and I there,
Hmm.
and then they're able to click on it, and then what it does, it actually opens it right up to the feed.
Did you? It's on your page right now.
Yeah, it's on the page now, which we will get Lucha Outsiders show page. But I was having issues with adding a new channel, so I was about to break my computer on other things. I might as well, just wait to fix that one. So, and you're able to now see,
Yes.
yeah. So if you click on it, you have the feed going on right now. Oh, but I was having issues with adding a new channel, so I was about to break my computer. So there we go. See,
There you go.
so we're on, and all right. So let me close all this stuff. So back to what we were talking about. So yeah, so Lucha Underground. I haven't kept up with it. I do have it on my list of things to watch. I did watch the whole first season of it, and half of the
Okay.
second one. I do like the production value. I do like what their in ring is in ring. There's not much you can do about it. But like their vignettes, they were really good, really scripted, and it and you heard it from a lot of people that it was a fresh thing in wrestling. How many times can you do hey Sami Zayn, how do you feel about your last match, and with a big WWE behind you, there's only so many times you can do that. And I think you've seen it with the WWE. They are trying to get away from that with
You
what
know
they're
what?
doing
You know
now.
what I see a lot of Lucha Underground, like
Hmm.
Lucha, a lot of stuff that Lucha Underground has started. I'm starting to see that now with TNA, which
Hmm.
TNA is another fucking story. But like the final deletion,
That's for number two. That's for number two.
yeah, the final deletion, the Matt Hardy thing, the broken Matt
Yeah,
Hardy like
yeah.
stuff, that's all from Lucha Underground.
Hmm.
The twist on it, the way they shoot it, because they got to save money. Like I said, that's a whole other story. We'll leave that for episode 2. But it Lucha Underground did something that nobody else did before.
Yeah, yeah. No,
That
and
wasn't that makes it unique.
well, and it all has to do with yeah,
It's like una novela. It's like a novela of wrestling.
exactly. So Robert Rodriguez, he's involved in that, right?
Mhm.
The guy from Machete and
Yeah,
okay.
Machete. What's the other one?
Yeah, so he yeah, that one. So he basically set up on the first season and kind of wrote out those vignettes from what I read. Um and he kind of laid the work out. I forgot what podcast I was listening to where they were talking about Cueto, the guy who's supposed to be like the Vince McMahon. And when the first season came out, people were saying, "Oh yeah, he's supposed to be Vince McMahon, and it's him against the world type of thing." But they were able to separate that. They were able to use the vignettes in the back, basically these novella parts, to make you change the way you think
Yes.
about them. So, but no, I haven't seen. Have you been watching Lucha Underground?
I watched the first 2 episodes of the season, and they've been pretty good, man. They've been pretty good. I'm a fan of. There's a stable on there called Worldwide Underground. It's Johnny Mundo, aka John Morrison, for you
Uh huh.
WWE fan. My man PJ Black, aka Justin Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's name Jack Evans. He was big in the Indies. He was in Ring of Honor,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he might have had a short stint in TNA. I could be wrong,
Okay.
and I forget the chick's name that's in that group too. But they're
Isn't it?
pretty
Isn't
much
it?
heels, and they
Isn't it that sexy star girl? No, right?
no, I don't think it's her. I think it's some other chick.
She could
I
wrestle.
know she came into sexy star could wrestle. You know who could wrestle too? I think her name is Evilise.
Yeah, it's the Puerto Rican girl that used to be in developmental.
Yeah, and she was in Tough Enough. She was in
Yeah.
that one season of Tough Enough. She's real good, man. She be wrestling dudes and everything, man.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that in
Me, I'll tell you
WWE,
that.
but no, and you know what? Again, you know what we're gonna start having from now on? We're gonna have like a little ticker here, like on the side or something, that says every time we go off topic, we just add it onto it. Because I still gotta get back to
Yeah.
Primo and Epico. I still gotta get back to the list.
But it's okay because this is the first episode. It's the pilot episode.
No, I know. So
It's supposed to be bad.
so yeah, no. So we're making production notes as we go along.
Absolutely,
So-
absolutely.
no, but yeah, no, Evelise, yeah, and they were using her a lot, and that was also one of the things that like Chavo Guerrero, he's wrestling there. I think he's very like underrated. He's a good storyteller, man.
Yes, yes, he is. He's smart, man. He knows the business,
Oh, and,
and
thank you for
it's a
sharing the
shame because
post. I saw it there.
Um, he could have easily been an agent for the WWE, man.
Yeah.
Because whatever, man. Which is fucked up too, because Eddie died or whatever,
Mhm.
and they couldn't. Company, man.
No,
Yo,
but
speaking of the girls, have you seen Vicky recently?
no,
Vicky Guerrero?
no.
Oh my God! Yo,
Hold
I've
on.
seen a picture of her.
Let's Google's.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Google's. Babe, I still love you. Because she's watching.
Listen, I'll take the heat. It's my fault. All right, then I'm making your husband search for this.
and what I'm actually what I'm gonna do, just to also let you know, about 9 o'clock, I'm gonna cut this stream and then do the stream with Manolo with Futboleo. That's why the shirts are up there.
Okay. Of
So-
course, promote that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's all in the same network, if you want to say that, man. We
Yeah.
gotta share the love. We gotta share the love.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I just did Vicky Guerrero, and there's a whole bunch of them of her in the ring. Let me do 2016.
Yeah, look up that. She looked. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
There's one of her at a wedding.
No. This is like recent, bro. Really recent.
Yeah, no. You got to get that one. That's why we have to let you do it on your desktop, so that this is where you can pull it up and kind of go, hey, here she is, so now everybody else can see it.
Okay, I looked up Vicky Guerrero, and I got a Vicky Guerrero from Garfield High School. That's not who I'm looking for.
Shout out
That
to
is not-
Garfield High School.
That is not who I'm looking for. But she was cute though. But that's not who I'm
Yeah,
looking for.
yeah. She like wrestling.
I mean, I can invite her to a wrestling show. Damn, where the hell? Is
Hey,
this?
next
Where did I
month for
see this
episode
post?
5, special guest Vicky Guerrero.
Oh man.
All right, so why are you looking for her, right? So let me finish my
Uh-huh.
list here, right? So
Your story, your infamous story.
no, hold on. I want to finish my list. A little OCD is getting to me. So Triple H guy, Seth Rollins, Shinsuke, Bray Wyatt, which we spoke about. We'll do a whole episode just on Bray Wyatt. Trust me. I could just play all of
Oh,
our
yes,
voice
me too.
messages, and that's a show in itself.
Our back and forth conversation on WhatsApp, that easily is like maybe 5 episodes.
Yeah, I got to look at the links, man. So the Triple H guys, you have Seth Rollins, Shinsuke, Bray Wyatt, Sami Zayn, Sasha Banks, Kevin Owens, Bayley, and Finn Balor. Now, those are not typical WWE strong people, right? So, but this was the funniest thing. So you have the Vince guys, right? So we already spoke about Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Nia Jax, The Rock's cousin.
Okay.
They need to
Yo,
change that song. What do you think?
Song is horrendous. That's one. And I hate the song.
Mm-hmm.
Chance, do you see a little bit of China in her facial expressions?
Yeah, yeah,
Because I see China, like
yeah. I
when
do.
she like grins her teeth, and when she picks somebody up, and when she gives somebody a clothesline. I see China
Mm-hmm.
heavier, but I see China in her.
The,
She has to listen.
uh,
If with the right training, she has a potential to be good, but I think
mm,
they called her off too soon just because of her size and because she's like this. What do you want to call it? Just like an attraction, just like Lesnar,
yeah,
because of her
yeah.
size. You never seen somebody like her. Well, because you remember Awesome Kong? She was real good.
Dude, you don't want to talk about Awesome Kong, bro. We'll be here
Yo,
till about
Awesome Kong.
10:45, bro.
Yeah,
Awesome
it's
Kong,
okay,
Gail
bro. It's
Kim,
okay.
you can't go wrong, man.
Yo, I seen them. This is when TNA was the shit. I went to Philly for Lockdown 2000 and I forget, and it was a triple threat match. It was Gail
Uh-huh.
Kim, Austin Kong, and ODB in a cage.
Oh, oh, I'm an ODB mark.
Amazing, bro.
I'm
Yo,
an
Austin
ODB
Kong did
mark.
a fucking flip, bro. He never big ass did a flip.
Side note: ODB and beer money, match made in heaven.
uh, yo, not for nothing. ODB's like she's a cocky looking chick, but I'll give it to her, man. I don't know something about her. I will give it to her.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to a Ring of Honor taping
Uh
not
huh.
too long last year, and she was with the Briscoe brothers. You know the hillbilly
Yeah, yeah,
dudes.
yeah,
You ever
yeah. Oh, I know the Briscoe brothers.
Okay, so she was tagging with them, and she, when she came out all crazy with her flash or whatever, right in the the guardrail and shit. So I was
Mm.
like, yo, I'm about to try to grab her tit. So I go over there, boom, boom, boom. I grab her, and she like kind of just like stretched herself in front of the fans. I was like, yo, I'm about to cop a feel. Boom, grabbed the boob, and she was like, yeah.
She probably grabbed your
She was
hand, put
all
it back
in.
in there.
She was all into it, bro. She was all into it. And by the way, I found the Vicky Guerrero picture.
Oh, you did. So now, how we're gonna put it on the stream? Take your
To
camera,
put it on the stream.
then just take your camera and flip it over to the screen.
All right, hold on, hold on. One second.
Production
We
notes.
can do. Look at Vicky Guerrero. Look at that shit. Tell me if you see it. Can you see
I
it?
can see the outline of it.
Hold on. How about now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, nice.
Completely
R.I.P. Eddie.
different. Yo, she looks completely different,
Yeah.
bro. Yo, yo le meto mano a esa vieja.
Vos tenés otra vieja que te quiere dar mano a vos, boludo.
No, 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 no,
Las
no, no,
dos.
no, 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 no.
Shout out Amalia.
Not her. Not her. No, no, no. No, no.
Okay, okay. Let's get back on track.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
so
Yeah, we're going way off topic.
so we have John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Eva Marie, Nia Jax, Charlotte, right? Which is basically using the Ric Flair's name. And I think that's why they separated him from her, because they kind of want to separate it.
Well, she didn't really need him. To be honest with you, she didn't need him.
No, because and you watch NXT and the
She's
Four
great on the
Horsewomen and all
mic.
that.
She's amazing on the mic, bro. She's actually, remember we were talking about heels and faces the other
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
and I was telling you that like I think Miz and Rusev are like legit heels in the company. I'll
yeah,
throw Charlotte in there too because she catches heat, dog. She
yeah.
catches a lot of heat.
Well, for her to catch heat, picking on her protege, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to want, and that's ultimately, we've been watching wrestling for years now. When that starts to happen, any good tag team is going to turn into a really good feud. And then you can go down the line, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, all the way back to Shawn Michaels again and Marty Jannetty. But
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and you know what she's doing, but you're still like, hey, you know what? She's being a heel. Let her do that. And the conversation, so that, we have it on record, was basically that there are no really good heels like there used to be.
No, there isn't.
No,
Unfortunately, there isn't.
and I think that a lot of it has to do with you can't cheat because it's a PG show, and you're supposed to like the vaudevillains, right? Their
Mm-hmm.
gimmick is out there, but if they would so picture Ric Flair's cheating ways, right?
Okay.
So if you would take Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero, you know that cheat, lie, and steal and everything.
Lie, cheat, and steal.
Yeah.
Lie,
So
cheat, and steal.
put them together, like what they did, not as wrestlers or the name and everything, but just like their cheating ways and their trickery and all that, and like Eddie throwing the chair and then dropping to the floor and then getting the guy disqualified. Put those two gimmicks on the Vaudevillains, and tell me how good they would be against the New
Well,
Day.
you know what? I have idea for the Vol villains.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, WWE dropped the ball with the Vol villains. That what you said wasn't bad if you want to keep them together. But
Yeah.
honestly, the star of the two guys, Simon Gotch is the guy with the crazy looking mustache, like
Yeah.
with like the side,
Yeah.
and then there's Aiden English, which is the pace you're looking through.
Yeah.
That dude right there, he's the star of that group.
Well, you did see him in NXT, correct?
Yeah, that dude, Aiden English, he star ran all over him, man. If they want to push him as a singles heel, that's money right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Simon Gotch doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he needs to do something with his look or something. I'm not really feeling him too much.
So
maybe his attire looked kind of funny.
So the guy with the long hair and the shaved side is talking about a guy with a crazy mustache. So that's what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Something like that. Yeah, pretty much.
I'll let you have
I don't
that.
know. I don't know what it is with I don't know what it is about Simon Gotch. He doesn't.
Because they're cartoony. And as
they're both cartoony, but I think Aiden English has more potential to grow and evolve.
Yeah. So, but if you take somebody that never watched NXT, right? Or went on the network and watched like I did, because I didn't know who Enzo and Cass were when they came out. I know they had a big pop, and we spoke about this. I wanted to know if the pop was real or if it was edited. So what I did is I actually went back.
It was real, dude.
Yeah, so I went back to listen and to watch their NXT work, and that's where I saw Kaz with Aiden English, the whole sing off and everything and all that. But I looked into it. But if you were just to separate that, so not put that into what we're looking at, and just the presentation that you've seen on Raw and SmackDown and the pay-per-views, they're just very gimmicky, you could
absolutely.
you could do the gimmicky heel, but you need them to do something heelish. If not, they'll come off as the inspector in like the Pink Panther, like that.
That's the problem. There's no more heelish there's no heelish acts anymore. There's no heelish acts anymore. Like Miz, he's playing the heel part to the T. He's doing a great job. But
yeah, but he's a cocky heel
too. Yeah. There's really, whose heels turn I'm impressed with. I like how they're wrestling, and I think I could be wrong, but if the little glimpse that I caught of SmackDown just now, it looked like a different entrance. Usos heel turn, man.
Who?
I'm into that. The Usos.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they do have a new look. They debuted those black shorts and like the cutoff hoodie.
They're wearing something that I would wear.
Yeah. So rated R heel plug.
Yeah. So they're wearing something that I would wear. They look like they're about to rob a store. That's what they look like.
Yeah. Hey. You never know. Times get hard.
You never know. You never know. But I do like their heel turn. I do like their heel turn.
Okay. Well, and it'll be good to see which way they're going. And you and I had this conversation about again, going off topic, but SmackDown versus Raw, and just being able to see how SmackDown is a better show put together. So I saw this little meme on my Facebook feed. And it was basically the picture of Muhammad Ali and
Ali knock it.
Yeah. So there's the black and white knockout.
Yeah.
So yeah, the SmackDown was on Ali's face, and then Raw was on the other one, which I think that that's true. Production note: we can actually have those on the side.
What was that?
I said production note: we can have those on the side and kind of like bring them over and say, hey, here's .
Yeah,
the
definitely.
picture.
Y- yeah, Raw is just crazy because when the brand split first happened, you would think that Raw was going to be the better show.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
because you
the
want
complete
the higher
opposite.
talent to go to Raw.
First of all, hours, and they're just not doing it, man. And
No.
SmackDown, it's like it's 2 hours. Those 2 hours, or like within the last, like, let's say 5 minutes of the show, you're like, damn, it's about to be over. I kind of want
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, yeah, no, you
Should
look
be
up
when
and
you
you're like,
watch a
yeah,
show, you want more.
yeah.
But yeah, man, Raw is just not good. And I don't know if you got to watch Raw in its entirety last night, but yo, Daddy shitted on fucking TJP and Tony Nese, bro. They were busting their asses, and they're having CM Punk chants and Macho
Yeah.
Man chants. Like, come on, man, you don't shit on two guys like that,
Well,
bro.
well, Taz, I think said it best. You have the crowd is full of jobbers. You know,
Yes, yes.
they're trying to get over.
And listen, I'm one of those. I'm a mark, so
Hmm.
I'm one of those guys that I want the crowd to be happy and and to be involved and stuff. But there's a time and a place for it,
Yeah.
and sometimes ridiculous. And it's I went to SummerSlam last year. I didn't go this year, but I went to last year's SummerSlam. So whatever.
Hmm.
We go to the Barclays Center. I get to my seats. Not even the pre-show started. And what are the chants saying? This is awesome. Nothing's fucking happened yet. Why are you chanting that for? So me being a dick, I'm like, nothing's fucking happened yet.
Nothing started.
Yeah. Exactly. Nothing started. So
Oh no,
I don't
hell
know.
yeah. So
It's like I'm proud to be a wrestling fan, but at the same time, it's like some of these wrestling fans is like, really? I hope people don't look at me like that.
well, and you know what? That's why we're on the outside looking in. When I went to again, I'm trying to get back to Epico and Primo and and Torito, but
It's okay. As bad as this episode is, I think it's pretty good.
we're gonna put
It-
it's not even gonna be the pilot. It's gonna be just Epico and and Los Matadores.
mm, the never-ending story because we can never get to the finish.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, it is what it is. No, but and so me standing with these guys, we went down and we're sitting in sitting because I was sitting in line. Um,
Hmm. Hmm.
the weirdness of wrestling fans. I like.
Oh
I know we were
man.
weird, right? And I'm gonna throw myself into that pile, but made me think twice to say I was a wrestling fan for about a week and a half. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Again,
know,
like you said before, is that really me? Like, do I do that?
when you're passionate about something, whether it's wrestling or
Hmm.
sports, football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, it kind of takes you out of character because you're passionate about
Yeah.
something. You're real passionate about it. But when it comes to wrestling fans, and I've been to like shows, like
Hmm.
indie shows, so you get like a
Yeah.
little bit of everything in there, and like look at some people, and it's like, okay, like don't get me wrong, I love wrestling, but I
Hmm.
love other things too.
Yeah.
And all about wrestling. I like other things too. I'm a big sneakerhead. Like I like to party, I like to this, I like to
Hmm.
that. Like my life doesn't revolve around wrestling, but some
Th-
people they live,
Yeah.
eat, whatever it is, wrestling. That's it. Like I see some of the pages that we follow, like on Facebook or whatever,
Yeah.
when it comes to like wrestling stuff or whatever. If
Hmm.
you look at some of the comments on there, there's some people, and I'll look at they'll be the same fucking name, and they post all day. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you fucking doing?
Yeah. It's worse than the Lou Jimenez chat.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on that, bro. Because I had listen for all those people that are on the Lucy Menace chat. I have my shit on silent because hablo mucha mierda,
Me too. Me too. My wife looks over
guys.
at it.
I love you guys, but hablo mucha mierda. I don't need to fucking go on my gallery and see a fucking dick pic on there. I don't need to see that shit.
El negro, el negro. No, No, but no, you're right, and you know what? And this, hey, is a good segue into Epigo and Primo.
Here you
um,
go. Let's get to this
yeah,
finale,
we're
man.
there.
Let's get to this finale.
So ultimately, at the end of the day,
Mhm.
yes, they are playing a character. Yes, they are. You're meeting your idol. Because I'm not gonna lie, that weekend, since I went through everything and I was setting everything up and I was gonna drive and everything, my boys that I went with, they actually got me tickets from WrestleCon, and they were like,
Okay.
"Who do you want to meet?" I was like, "Well, Lucha Outsiders. I was always Kevin Nash fan. When he was
Too
Diesel
sweet.
and hell yeah, dude. so, but so I was like, I'll meet Kevin Nash. So I got to meet him, and yeah, you get a little starstruck and everything. But at the end of the day, he's a dude. Like,
Normal person, bro.
yeah, yeah. So I got he got up and he was having issues with his knee, and I'm like, yo, I'm having the same issues. He was like, no, you're having a lot more issues than I am right now. So
That sounds like something Kev would say
yeah,
too.
yeah. He didn't tear his quads though when he got up. He was good. So he's my boy though. He's my boy. Super
No,
shredder.
no, no. He's the type of dude that he's the type of dude that you would get a beer with. He's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
very down to earth.
So and again, it goes back to these guys. Just like I don't think I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I've been starstruck, but it was like my favorite soccer player, and I got him to sign a jersey, which I actually hung up on my wall. Um,
Nice, nice,
and and
nice.
and yeah, I was starstruck. I'm not gonna lie. So I do understand that side of it, but also again,
Mhm,
you're there. Yeah, be starstruck at the beginning, but then at least open up a conversation, open up that dialogue. Um,
mhm,
and I am gonna get to the matadors, but when I met Wade Barrett, we spent no lie, and meeting wrestlers is a long time, like 7 minutes, right? Because they have the
mhm,
whole
mhm.
line of like 60 people. We spent those 7 and 10 minutes talking about soccer, talking about Liverpool, and it was right before the World Cup. So he was like, "Oh, and one of their guys got hurt." We talked
Mhm,
about
mhm.
soccer. So when we leave, my boys are like, "Yo, you just talked to him like you guys knew each other forever." I was like, "Yeah, but you know what? That's the way it is. Like, the dude has an England shirt. I have an Argentina shirt. You know what I mean? Let's take
Well,
that
you
shit
guys.
off."
Well, at the end of the day, yeah, they're stars and they're wrestlers, whatever you want to call them. But
Yeah,
they're human beings just like me and
yeah,
you. So obviously, y'all connection. Y'all got a connection through soccer. So
yeah,
boom, of course, y'all gonna have a conversation.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? With Alberto Del Rio, it was the same way. Alberto Del Rio came out with a water bottle. Um, And I
Mhm.
was like, yo, they should have some fucking tequila in that shit or something. He was like, oh, no, no, they just give us water. But again, in Spanish. So, like, and my boys were like, yo, you talk
He
to him
didn't.
like you
He
guys
didn't. He
grew up
didn't.
together.
He didn't say to you, "¿Qué dijiste, perro?"
No, 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 because I was
Say
speaking Spanish. So, you know what I mean? So,
okay,
so,
cool,
and,
cool,
and,
cool.
and with me, and I'm pretty sure you can do that too. Like, when you go meet somebody, the last thing they're going to think is like, you speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it works in my favor. So like Lillian Garcia, like I was like, oh, hablas español, da, da, da. And she was like, oh, ese acento, ¿de dónde es? I'm like, oh, soy argentino, whatever. And so she started. Now it was this. Like check this out. So it was Kofi Kingston, Lillian Garcia,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
who's the third guy? Jack Swagger, I think it was. It was the three of them, and here I am speaking to Lillian Garcia in Spanish, right? And
Mhm.
then the other guy's like, "Yeah, you guys are talking about your tamales or whatever, like being real cool about it."
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
so she was saying that,
Yo,
yeah,
you meant she's 50.
yeah, yeah, bro. I gotta pull
That's crazy, bro.
when we set up our Facebook page and everything. We'll start
Mhm.
uploading pictures of the wrestlers we meet and stuff like that.
Cool, cool,
Cause
cool, 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 cool.
because I think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like I know I have the picture somewhere. I just I have to go back on my Facebook feed and kind of like relive the whole trip again. Um,
Mhm.
but now again, so you go back to them being an actual person, being a person inside of that mask or inside of that persona. Um, and I think where a lot of the wrestling fans can't separate that, and that's a problem. I think that's when you
Well,
being a
that's
fan
what
of
they
it.
get turned off, and they look at
Yeah,
they look at you they just look at you weird. Like it's funny because my goddaughter asked me this the other day, and she's
Uh-huh.
14. She was telling me, so she loves Drake and this and that. She was telling me that if
Mm-hmm.
I was to meet like Drake or whatever, she would be starstruck. So she started asking me like, "You want to get starstruck?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you like? Tell me a name or whatever." So
Yeah.
she was like, she said Rihanna or whatever. And the reason,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's Rihanna or Sasha Banks, you gotta talk to them like they're a human being. And obviously
Yeah.
they're gorgeous girls. You just
Of
gotta talk to
course.
them like, "Hey, what's up? How's everything? How are you?
Mm-hmm.
I like you.
And
You know, I like
and
your matches. I like this.
yeah.
I like that. Just talk to them. You know, like whatever. And if somehow you get some digits, cool. You're in there."
Yeah, I saw your pictures. Was it Naomi or what was the one? Was it no
Alicia
Alicia
Fox. Oh
Fox?
man,
Yeah.
that's a whole. We gotta do an episode on that. That's a shit show. All right, and it's funny because later that weekend
Uh-huh.
I bumped into David Shoemaker
Uh-huh.
and Rosenberg,
Yeah.
and I was talking to them, and I was telling them about the night before with Alicia Fox or whatever. They decided to start a rumor that I hooked up with Alicia Fox the night before, and I was like, no, I didn't hook up with her. I mean, I would love to, but I don't need
We
that
don't
rumor
know, man.
spreading or whatever.
We don't know, man. That second picture, you guys were really close, bro.
Man, she was just showing me love. And you know what's funny? My
uh,
boy took a picture with her too, and my boy goes like, "Damn, man." He goes like, "Yo, she took a picture with you like y'all had something. She took a picture of me like, yeah, I'm taking a picture with this wrestling
uh, like the 3 feet of separation,
fan."
the whole wrap around.
Nah, but she was real cool. She was
Uh,
drunk, but real cool.
oh no! Hey! You have to be able to do. Hold on. All right, Manuelito wants to know if it's 9 o'clock yet. I told him, yeah. Hold on. So, no. So wrapping up the endless story
Yeah,
of
let's wrap. Yeah,
Primo and
because
Epico.
you're a man of many ventures. Me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna either finish watching SmackDown, and go to bed, and then wake up tomorrow for work. But you're a man with many ventures.
No, no,
It's all
dude.
love. It's all in the same network, dude.
I got to do the same thing. I got to get up nice and early tomorrow. But anyway, just to finish up the list before I go crazy, right? So Roman Reigns, of course, we know is on there, and Big Cass,
Hmm.
um,
Okay.
is also a Vince guy. I don't like that. I like Enzo and Cass together, but again, we're New Yorkers. You know, we're from up in this area.
You know for a fact that Vince does not like Enzo's look or nothing
No,
about him. He's great on the mic, and not a knock on Enzo because he's from Jersey, but at right now is because of his mouth,
yeah,
because he's a
yeah.
talker. He's amazing on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
In the ring, he's gotten a little bit better, but he's not all that great.
No, no, and when they come up from NXT,
In the ring.
they're even though they say, hey, they're learning the WWE way. I think they
Hmm.
still need time to get acclimated to how they wrestle and everything. AJ Styles, it's AJ Styles. You could put AJ Styles on the moon with anti gravity, and he'll have a good match with a Rock.
AJ Styles is the modern day Shawn Michaels of right now.
Yes.
That dude is performing at a Shawn Michaels level. He can make anybody look good.
Yeah.
Obviously, made Dean look great at Backlash,
Yeah.
and that's not a knock on Dean. I just feel like
Oh no.
he's taken some steps back ever since he won the title.
Yeah.
But yeah, AJ Styles is a man, bro. I don't think not many people could touch him in the ring right now.
Yeah. No, and you know what? He's really good at what he does, and it goes back to what you and I were talking about. You needed to have that TNA. You needed to have New Japan, for these guys to get noticed. Because hey, the Bullet
Absolutely.
Club, even though it's in Japan, it's here. Everything that
Absolutely.
they do over there, I'm pretty sure that tournament that they had, that K1 tournament that they have over in Japan,
G1
G1. There you
tournament.
go.
G1 tournament.
Um,
Which is my boy Kenny Omega won the shit. He'll be fighting for the
Kenny
title
Omega.
in Wrestle Kingdom 11. Wrestle Kingdom
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure that you know what, the cruiserweight championship kind of came off from that. If you look at it, you know. Um,
Hmm.
but again, whatever happens there, they're bringing it here. So again, Big Cass, Enzo, they're on the list. They each have each person, that they're backing them, and you can kind of see it on screen too. So that was the list. So now here, back to the Epico and Primo story. Again,
Yes.
they're guys, they're people at the end of the day. So we're having a conversation, and so they come up to me, and again, the Prima, I forget which one it was. He's yawning, and so you've heard them speak on TV with the Spaniard accent, like ole.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm speaking to them in Spanish, and the Puerto Rican comes out right away. I was like, hey, but I say it like jodiéndolo, like kind of joking with him, right?
Hmm.
And I was like, yo, what happened?
Hmm.
Did you lose your Spanish passport? Like, you speaking like a Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And I told him, I was like, look, I'm able to, differentiate the two of them. So
Yeah.
El Torito, right? And this is how I knew that the dude right away was fucking Spanish. Like he was Mexican, first of all, because
Hmm.
I never read into it what he was and everything. I did read that they did bring him from Mexico, but anybody can go wrestle in Mexico. So
Yeah,
first words,
absolutely.
yeah, first words out of El Torito's mouth, he's like, "Que chido." Now, if you're a Mexican or you know Mexicans, or you have a Mexican friend, or you watch a novela, or que chido
Hmm.
is as Mexican as a taco. Like you can't, because like he's pointing to my leg and like, yo, like what happened,
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
again, I went to the whole story here. I broke my leg playing soccer, this and that,
Yes, yes, yes.
and again, we had a chance to speak to them as a. So I spoke to a Primo and Epico, and then my boys started talking to them. But at the end of the day, yeah, I was starstruck because I was able to see these people that I see on TV, that I follow, and we had this conversation. To me, wrestling is my novela. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yes,
That's
yes, yes.
that's why I follow it through. I follow the stories. I know that they're actors playing it. I know they're not athletes.
Hmm.
um, but
And
at the,
just shout outs to Johnny.
yeah. But at the end
But
of
you know what?
yeah.
For those that anybody that says that wrestling is fake,
Mm-hmm.
it's like okay, you could say that, but why do we watch movies for? It's
Yeah.
not like when we watch a movie, it's really happening. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's scripted. It's scripted TV,
Yeah.
but you could really get hurt.
Of
Okay, you
course.
can't fake falling off a 50-foot ladder. You can't
No.
fake that. You can't
No.
fake what Shane did
No, but
with it.
on that chain note, and that's why I actually had to call in to Speedy's show the other day and tell him,
About the padding. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and as a wrestling fan, like, and I kind of hate it of myself. I don't know if you do this too, but like I look to see if I pick up. Okay, yeah, he told him he's gonna do move now, or I told him, hey, they're setting
Yeah.
this up, because we watch wrestling for so long, we know exactly when the finish is coming.
We know, we might not know all the tricks of the trade, but we definitely do catch on a lot. If
Yeah.
you go back and watch SummerSlam of this year, the Ziggler and Ambrose match, which was horrible,
Mm.
towards like let's say like the last couple minutes of the match, you hear one of them say to each other, "Yo, fuck it, let's just start hitting our finishers." That's what they said
Uh-huh.
into the match. They were getting desperate, and I
Yeah.
mean, as a performer, I'm pretty sure that's pretty hard, man. When you're not getting the reaction that you want to get, man.
Yeah. No, and you know what? Again, it goes back to what you were saying before with the cruiserweight match. How they're going out there and they're making all these moves and they're trying to tell you a story. Because at the end of the day, every wrestling match is telling you a story. So if you
Absolutely.
actually look at it, let's say when you're having a feud, right? The feud is the show that you watch, right? But the match or
Hmm.
every episode that goes into that that whole season that you're watching per se. um
Yeah, yeah.
and if the people are not paying attention to it, or they're out to make themselves look good, it doesn't help the match itself. I was listening to Pat Patterson, and Pat Patterson said that he was wrestling some guy and he could put in a sleeper hold, right? And he was like, this guy would tell me to keep the hold for 15 minutes. He was like, if you keep a hold nowadays for 3 minutes, they're already chanting this is boring, or booing or
Yes.
something, But at the end of the day, it comes into how the guy's selling, and how you're telling the story of that move. So in other words, in that match, you have a separate story on how he can get out of the move.
Hmm.
Like Hulk Hogan and having that Hulk out. like I believe, like he, you know what I mean. But again,
Yeah, when
I
he's
was like,
hulking up, when he's hulking
yeah,
up.
I was 8, so we have to believe, Um,
Well, yeah, that's where that's why kids, for the past years, plus 10 years plus, that's why kids love John Cena because that's
yeah,
their Hulk Hogan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nowadays with TV and reality, it's kind of hard. And I knew it was going to be hard for me. Like if you tell me back in the day, hey, Sergeant Slaughter and Hulk Hogan, they can't stand each other, but hey, but they're tag
Mm-hmm.
team partners, or or Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, like they're really friends, and Bret Hart's favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels. I wouldn't believe it because I saw them on screen fighting each other, so I guess
Yeah,
that's the
listen,
whole.
back in those days, man. Let me tell you something. There was so much. That's like, we could do an episode on that, but for
Production
the
notes.
tension between Michaels and Brett, like
Mm,
towards those last couple of years of Brett's run in WWF at the time,
yeah.
was crazy, man. Was crazy.
No,
Great place at the time too.
hey, production notes. That's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and
Uh-huh.
pick a feud or a match or something, and just start talking about that, and we'll talk about 15 or 16 other things, and then we'll get back to the finish.
We'll start a story and then talk about it in the middle of the episode and then finish it off at the end.
So,
Part and
hey,
then we can leave like a cliffhanger.
yeah, right. On the next episode.
If there is a next episode, no, there is gonna be another
Oh
episode.
no, there is. I'm the one recording. I'm the one with the mic.
Mm-hmm.
We
Uh huh.
have internet signal, so we're good. We're good.
Uh huh. I'm being the jobber for today, and I have to do this through my phone because apparently something is wrong with the connection, and we don't know what it is.
What?
But hopefully we can figure it out very soon.
Hey! You only cut out like 2 or 3 times. So, but hey,
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
no,
bad. That's
no,
not
not at
that
all.
bad for a pilot episode. It's not bad.
No, 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 not at all, not at all. So yeah, so this is season 1, episode 1. Um, what are we gonna name it? Primo and Epico.
I say we call it. Not. We. I was gonna say the test run.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna call the episode the test run, maybe.
Okay. Oh, we'll,
No.
we'll
What do you
do
think?
that.
Test run.
So this is what we'll do, right?
We call the
Uh-huh.
we call it the test run, and then in the description we'll put the never-ending story of Primo and Epico.
That's what we'll do. So this is what we'll do. So if the majority of the story, right, and we'll pick a story because you've been to shows, and we
Mm-hmm.
have wrestling that we've grown up with. So there's always a story. Shit, I gotta tell you about the Undertaker story and Yokozuna when the Undertaker died. But we'll leave that as a cliffhanger. you you remember back in
That
the
sounds like a
day?
good story.
So.
Oh my god, yo! As a kid, I was just like this. I couldn't believe what I was watching, dude.
So that's a cliffhanger.
Undertaker was so badass, bro. Damn.
So
Oh, you just gave me a childhood memory right
there
now.
you go. So that's what we'll do. So if it's your story, then I'll come up with the name of the show around your story, and
Mm-hmm.
then yours here.
Mm-hmm.
You name my Primo and Epico story. We'll name it the test run.
Mm-hmm.
But underneath
Mm-hmm.
we'll put the the never
The
ending Primo and
never-ending
Epico.
story. Yeah,
So
definitely.
I want to thank you for being on, man. This was actually really cool. This is my first
Nah,
time doing anything like this.
this was fun, man. This was fun. This is for me. I'm glad that me and you got to connect because this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that I want to do, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
So thank you,
an
bro.
hour and 15, man. We said we were gonna do 20 minutes.
Yo, that's killer, dude. That's great, man. And for the very, very few viewers that we got, thank you for listening to us
Oh.
talk about.
And you know what the best part is? We actually have this, and we're able to save it and then send it on. So even if somebody
Oh,
doesn't watch
that's
it
great.
now,
That's
we
great.
can
That's
still
great. That's
share
great.
it, and people can go ahead and watch it. Because again, and
Mhm.
and just so everybody knows, what we wanted to talk about today was Raw and Clash of Champions, and kind of go
And
through the
it didn't
card.
happen.
It's
Uh-huh.
still on your computer and it's still on mine, and we didn't go through it. So.
My shit was gone because I was looking for Vicky Guerrero.
And I was
So
I was
I
hitting the
obviously
link.
went at the
So
go.
So no, and you know what? We can do this. We can get something together because I think it was a good listen. Even just
I think it
going
was a
back.
great listen too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I actually want to listen to it for myself, so we could I could kind of get
Hey,
ideas what
pro,
to fix, what to
pro,
change up and stuff.
yeah, yeah. Production notes, man. Production notes. I'm gonna, I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes.
I'm gonna add like a little bar on the side here where we can just start typing in production notes and so we're keeping score.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool.
So
This is actually no, for real.
uh,
We originally said a half hour,
yeah,
maybe 40 minutes.
yeah.
We touched on a lot of different things, man.
hmm
I think it's a good listen. I need to go back and listen to it actually.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna stop recording. We'll go ahead and have it now. Right now, everything is going through my cooking channel. But we'll set everything up.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yes, definitely.
yeah,
We'll do a Facebook page, and I told you if you want, I'll be in charge of the Instagram page, and then we'll go from there.
yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, yo, this is fun, and with this, what we're using, we can bring more people in. Same thing, video and audio. They can go ahead and listen to us and also chime in.
Cool,
You
cool,
know.
cool.
So I want to thank
Just
you, and
thank
yeah,
you, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Thank everybody else that did listen to this or that's going to listen to it later on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so what's going to be our send off? Maybe Mick Foley's car crash.
Yo, that's not bad. Mick Foley's car crash. Yeah, we gotta think of a catchphrase to say, like to sign
hmm
off or something. I don't want to,
Yo
I don't know.
le.
Maybe I'll go back at some, maybe I'll go back at some old wrestling like ECW or something and see certain things that they used to say like at end of broadcasting or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, that was usually
That's good.
the.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Hey,
That's
the good thing about this being on YouTube, people can actually go on there and leave us comments. So hey,
Oh my God, the amount of people that are gonna talk shit. But I don't care though. I don't care. I have fun, people. Listen, if you want to talk shit, talk shit. I really don't care, man, because I'm gonna still keep doing this whether you like it or not, and you'll probably still watch it and still talk.
oh, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I went down to my corporate office, and last story, and I'll leave you with this. I went down to my corporate office, and it's
Mm-hmm.
which is in North Carolina. Wrestling is huge down there. Um,
Obviously.
and everybody down there knows that I follow wrestling, and so when I went down there last time, I was speaking to one of the sales girls, and she was like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
"Leo, why do you like wrestling?" Just like that, right? My southern's a little bit
Mm-hmm.
off. But I told her, I was like, it's my soap opera. I've been watching it since I was a
Yes.
kid. I'm hooked. And she was like, you know what? I never actually looked at it that way, but it makes sense. So, hey,
Mm-hmm.
down in corporate America, they know I like wrestling. It's not going to change wrestling and soccer.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. There ain't
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with
So,
that.
all right. So, we'll leave it at 117, which is what we're coming up on now.
All right,
Dude,
cool.
this was fun,
Thank you, bro.
and we'll set it up, man. We'll set up your computer so you can stream better.
It won't be like this bootleg version that we're doing now.
And it's funny you cut off right now. So
Now, there you go.
all I heard was
That's our cue to end this. That's our cue to end the show.
all right. So on that we're gonna end it, bro. I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
All right, bro.
All right, homie.
Take it
Peace.
easy. Good night.
All right.
Later, man.